Seats that we have collected the results that have been posted outside in terms of section 64(1)(e), 128 constituencies. The total number of voters that had voted were 931,653. 931,653. Of those, in our calculations based on the reports, Morgan Tsvangirai is 60%, Robert Mugabe 30%, and Simba Makoni 10%. House of Assembly seats 128 constituencies. We have 96. We've got 96 out of 128 constituencies. I will now give you a breakdown of the. I will now give you a breakdown of the results. And there is one myth that has been totally debunked in this process. This is the myth that the MDC is an urban-based party. In fact, we've got more seats from the rural areas than in the urban areas. So we are in fact a party of peasants. We're in fact a party of farmers. We're in fact a party of producers. We're in fact a part of the landless, as these results will show. So I'll begin with the Bulawayo. Bulawayo, there are 12 parliamentary seats. We've won 11, which is all because of the tragic death of the Member of Parliament, the actual Member of Parliament, Honorable Kwetu, in Ngeta. The election in that particular election, Mpopoma, the election in that area has not been held. In terms of the law, if a candidate dies after the sitting of the nomination court, there will be a by-election. So there are a number of by-elections. For instance, in Redcliffe, there was no election in Redcliffe because, again, of the tragic death of the sitting member of Parliament. So we have won 11 out of the 11 that were contested. And as I announced yesterday, we've also won 5 out of 6 of the senatorial seats, with one of the seats going to Comrade David Coltart. I hope he doesn't mind that. The next one is Harare. Harare, we've won 28 out of 29. We lost one senatorial seat. Sorry, we lost one parliamentary seat, Harare South. I explained that in Harare South, we were unable to do the forensic analysis that we did in Harare North. And I have no doubt that if we'd done that forensic analysis and exposed the ghost voters in those blank spaces, when you look at the metropolitan map of Harare, we would have exposed those voters. So they get away with it this time, but I can assure with them that this is the last time that they will get away with it. In Manicaland, there are 29 constituencies. We've won 20 of those constituencies. So 20 out of 29.
The Secretary-General of the Movement for Democratic Change, Tendai Biti, they're giving us their update as far as what they say the results are actually supposed to be. The Movement for Democratic Change has consistently lamented the fact that the ZANU-PF and government flouts the rule of law. And yet here they are, ZEC is supposed to be the official body that's announcing results, and yet they're going ahead of the ZEC and telling us what their results are. How have people in Zimbabwe responded to this, John?
Yes, indeed, it is a talking point. The Zimbabwe Electoral Commission has to be the mother body that has to announce these results. But we had a discussion with Tendai Biti and took him to task as to why they are announcing the results instead of ZEC. And his response was, it is purely legal, according to the Constitution of Zimbabwe, to announce these results. Why? Because they are already in polling stations displayed there, and it becomes public information. And against that background, they are at liberty to announce these results.
But isn't it the very thing that your ZANU-PF officials have been found lacking in, where they have said they have used the law to benefit themselves?
Yes, indeed. It is again a talking point. The ZANU-PF also has been saying the same, but such is the scenario in Zimbabwe at the moment. ZANU-PF doing one thing, the opposition MDC doing exactly the other.
When we make calculations, are we finding that the ZEC announcement tally with the MDC announcements?
No. according to my analysis. Why? Because ZEC is saying one thing, MDC is saying another. I can give you an example. An example is in Goromonzi West constituency. Yesterday, the opposition MDC claimed they had won that constituency, claiming their legislator Ian Makoni has clinched it. But according to the ZEC, he was actually beaten. He polled 5,931 votes against ZANU-PF candidate who polled 6,193 votes, meaning he lost by 262 votes. So that is a discrepancy. And here we are talking about a single example out of the 38 constituencies that have so far been announced. What of the rest of the 180 something for constituencies?
And of course, we mentioned earlier on about the results in Manicaland, the MDC candidate John Nyamande beating Justice Minister Patrick Chinamasa.
Indeed, that is what is happening in Manicaland province. Actually, as of now, the MDC has won 3 constituencies. Manicaland is a very exciting province, actually, in terms of Zimbabwean politics. In that this is the home area of opposition leader Morgan Tsvangirai. It is also the home area of Simba Makoni, the home area of Arthur Mtambara. So this is predominantly an opposition stronghold, so to speak.